announcement, and that is if you would like to book a private reading with me, I am back to my regular reading schedule. I offer 30-minute Skype tarot readings during the week, Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, and those are $50. And just what you do is just email me at thegoodthebadandthetarot@gmail.com to set up your appointment, and book at PayPal. My PayPal is the same as thegoodthebadandthetarot@gmail.com. If I also offer 30-minute YouTube readings for those of you who are international, like you're on a different time frame, time zone. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. You're in a different time zone, or just during the day, like 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. is not good for you, then I recommend doing the YouTube reading. Those are also 30 minutes, like I said, $65, PayPal to thegoodthebadandthetarot@gmail.com. And email me first to set that up. Delivery is 24 hours after I receive your PayPal. So those are a wonderful alternative to my live Skype readings. If you ask me which one is better, it's really, I offer two different formats to suit your, to suit you and what you prefer. It's up to you to leave your camera on during the Skype reading. So if you are shy, or you just don't want to see me, or you don't want me to see you, then that's always an option, because I have a lot of people. And basically during the Skype reading, you see my hands. Sometimes you'll see me, you'll see my face. Which, if you've been wanting to meet me for a long time, I know some people are like, well, we haven't seen what you look like. If you would like to meet me, a good way to do that is through a Skype reading, because you'll actually see me doing the reading. I don't know, some of you may be like interested in meeting me and getting to know me, and I'm having a live reading. But anyway, I would really, really, really appreciate having some private readings this week. I haven't had a lot of readings last week, actually. Mostly I just was doing these readings, the free readings. So I would really love to have some private readings next week. So if you get this message, please email me and set up a reading time. That would be wonderful, because it is a lot of time for me to do the private reading, or it takes a lot of time out of my schedule, and this isn't the only thing that I do during the day. So it's nice to have support for the channel as well. So I'd love to hear from you. All right, let's get on with your forecast. This is going to be a love forecast for the sign of Virgo for the month of February 2016. For my Virgo suns, Virgo moons, and Virgo risings. Love forecast for Virgo spirit. What are the love messages for Virgo? Virgo sun, Virgo moon, and Virgo rising. Virgo sun, Virgo moon, Virgo rising. What are the love messages for Virgo? Virgo sun, Virgo moon, Virgo rising. Virgo sun, Virgo moon, and Virgo rising. What are the love messages, Spirit? Love messages. Love messages for Virgo. Spirit, if you're with me, please show us the love messages that you have for Virgo for February 2016. so you have one rune on your manifest card, what you know to be true. Yes, and there's one that's face down. I don't read the runes that are face down. Sorry, I'm kind of quiet. Kind of feel like I'm in a little bit of a trance right now. I'm also getting, well, let's just see the cards. Okay, you have the Emperor reversed, crossed by the Two of Pentacles. What comes below you is the Ace of Swords, reversed. What comes above you is the King of Cups. In your recent past, you have the Four of Cups reversed. Just making sure that the camera is focusing on the cards here. That looks better. Okay. In the near future, you have the Hangman in reverse. How you see yourself, you have the Knight of Swords reversed. How your significant other sees you or in your environment. You have the Page of Pentacles reversed. Your hopes and fears are the Two of Wands. Your outcome is the Three of Pentacles reversed. Okay, Virgo, what's going on with you guys? So, let's take a look at your center card. You have the Emperor reversed. This is your energy in February concerning your love life. Upright, and I like to talk about the upright card first. Upright, the Emperor does represent control. Someone who's sitting on their throne and has a lot of power around them. It isn't a particularly romantic card at all. It just talks about a personal power, power in general, control, maintaining your balance and your boundaries. It talks about rules, integrity. The Emperor rules his kingdom. It's his way or the highway. He sets the rules. He makes the boundaries. This is an authority figure, if I ever saw one. What more can I say about the Emperor? He is card number 4, which does talk about stability and foundations. So there's quite a lot of stability and foundation in this card. As you can see by the little pyramids here and the little keys. One pyramid is upright, one pyramid is reversed. When the Emperor is reversed, there's some sort of loss of power or control. It's as though there's chaos and the foundation is not there. It's like the Emperor has been turned on his head. He has lost his power, or it's like that little story about the Emperor who lost his clothing. He thought that he was wearing clothing, but everyone could see that he wasn't wearing any clothing. And it was all just an illusion. So I do feel like in February you are going to feel a little bit chaotic, or as though your boundaries have come down. There's a sense of like, here he relies on logic over his emotions, and here his emotions are ruling over his logic. So something to keep in mind in terms of your present situation in February. What crosses you is the Two of Pentacles reversed. So this is the energy that's crossing you. It's the energy that's helping or hindering you. Upright, I'm prone to say that you're keeping busy or balancing your energies When it's reversed, I feel like there's something that has overwhelmed you. There's a sense of just being overwhelmed and not being able to keep up with everything. I also sense that like maybe you're drowning in some sort of emotional turbulence. It's all just become too much for you. I know that doesn't sound very positive, and I just read the cards here. Let's look at this rune. You have a little rune. It is Awa, safety. And it's upright. So I feel like I'm not sure how physical safety I'm not sure how that reflects in this crossing card just yet. It's kind of like a puzzle, the way that I piece everything together. And it'll become more clear to me, but your physical safety or your emotional safety seems to be affected in February. It's also, there's a sense that you've been like unbalanced by something. I feel like the balance between work and play, or love life and work, or and Pentacles do talk about the material world, so the earth elements, money, finances, physical security. It's as though you've lost all control in February, and that there's just total chaos. And I feel like there's emotional turbulence as well for you. I'm very much drawn to this rune Rido, which does talk about movement or journey, travel. I feel like there's going to be delays in traveling for you, or delays in movement forward. Like if you are planning a trip or trying to go on some kind of journey, this journey may be delayed. But there's something to do with a journey or traveling that's very significant for you. And I feel that your physical safety is at stake in some way. This is totally like not even, I'm not really even picking up right now. I'm not picking up a lot of romance right now at this very moment. I'm getting some issues with your personal power that are coming in. Let's see what, and I'm also being like guided towards one of these cards to read next, but both of them are pretty important. So let's talk about actually the card down here. The Ace of Swords reversed. This is the root of the situation. This may be like a subconscious thing that you're not aware of. Something in your subconscious, or in the root position, it does talk about the foundation of the heart of the matter. So it seems as though you're unclear or unfocused or unable to tell the truth about some situation. I feel like there's some kind of brain fog going on where you feel confused. You're unable to discern the right thing to do in this situation. It's as though your moral compass has gone out the window. There is a sense of confusion or the truth being unknown in terms of this journey that you're on, and it has brought you to this place where it seems like your personal power and your boundaries have literally just gone out the window. So there's something that you're not clear on. It's going to be important that you get clear on that first before you move forward, because I don't see you really moving forward in February. I see that there's spinning your wheels is what I'm getting. You're kind of sort of stagnating. This inability to cut away the things that are no longer working for you and to really gain clarity is at the heart of the matter for you, Virgo. In the recent past, you have the Four of Cups reversed. So, seems as though you've just kind of been hanging out waiting for a sign. There's definitely, I get restlessness, boredom, withdrawal. I feel like maybe you were trying to re-engage yourself emotionally, but it seems like you haven't been happy with any of the offers that have been on the table for you. So you've kind of, instead of, you know, going after what it is you want, you've kind of just been taking breadcrumbs from people. You know, if you're not happy with your situation, it's going to be important that you stand up for what you believe in, and use that personal power, use that sword to cut away stuff that's not working for you. Instead of just waiting on a sign, waiting for someone to come along and save you, or waiting for someone to come along and bring you something that interests you. You're going to need to kind of engage more. I feel like there's something that you're not activating in your mind. It's like maybe your third eye chakra, or there's something that you need to use like intellectually to cut away the stuff that's not working for you so you can proceed on your journey. What you're trying to manifest, this is what you're thinking and feeling. You have the King of Cups. So I feel like this is more an energy that you're trying to bring about in yourself. It can also represent you thinking or feeling, this can represent a Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. I am getting a male energy here. Why I feel like this is an energy that you're trying to bring about, I think that you're trying to bring about emotional maturity, openness. I think you are thinking and feeling about sharing your emotions more, or being more open. Here's a man. He's got a little glass of wine. Looks like he's smoking a cigar. This, like I said, could be another person that you're thinking or trying to bring about. This is a very emotionally mature person, like I said. He's very generous, very loving. I feel like this is energy that you're trying to bring about in your own life, but let me just look at this rune. You do have Kenaz, luck. So that's very good. Just trying to think. This is a very, like I said, loving, open energy. It's very different from your energy. I feel like this is an energy you're trying to draw to yourself. This could represent another person in your life who is able to share their emotions and who may even be very lucky for you. It could be like a lucky influence on your life. In the near future, you have the Hanged Man reversed. So this is like an energy that's going to come up for you, I'd say, in the middle of February. And the Hanged Man, I get someone who's like kind of stuck. They can't move because their hands and feet are tied. And so all they can kind of do is think. It seems like you have some kind of brilliant idea or you've been illuminated to something. So there is some sort of spiritual enlightenment happening here, but it seems like for some reason you aren't able to act on it, or you are sort of put on hold. And I'm kind of getting that all throughout this reading, that it's very hard for you to move forward for some reason. There's something that's holding you back or keeping you stagnated in this position. And I feel like that has to do with the root of the situation, like I said. When you turn the sword upright, it's like you realize the truth. You are able to cut away the things that are no longer working for you. But here, it's like you're confused and you're trying to get clear about something. I see you doing that here. I see you like overanalyzing something. I feel like you know what you need to do, Virgo. But for some reason, I don't understand. There's something you yourself are not acting on. I get the sense that you're waiting on someone else a little bit here to take the first step, where maybe it would not be beneficial for you to wait on someone else. It would be more beneficial for you to be more proactive in the situation regarding your love life. If there's something that you're confused about, you need to speak up. I think that you are trying to manifest some more emotional maturity in the situation, but like I said, I don't know if waiting around for the other person is going to be helpful for you. How you see yourself, you have the Knight of Swords reversed. So, I'm just going to read it like I see it. I'm just going to call it like I see it. You see yourself as maybe having spoken too fast or moved too quickly. There could be a ruthlessness about you or an impatience. I see you as being very impatient, actually. Also be careful about speaking before you think. There's going to be a need to slow down and be very careful about your actions in February, because the Knight of Swords is kind of like he's got a lot of air energy, and so when it comes to his words, he's prone to say things without thinking about them. So you're going to need to kind of slow down and be a little bit more thoughtful about your actions and your words when it comes to people that you care about. How the other person sees you or in your environment. I am getting an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. They see you as perhaps stuck in some ways, not growing, not maturing. I also see some financial issues. They may see you as I'm getting a superficial energy here. So they may see you as like more after money and fame, or more after social status and new beginnings, but not really maybe putting the... I'm not getting the sense that they feel that you're very grounded. If you are starting off on a new venture, you're going to need to educate yourself more and ground yourself more. There is a little bit of recklessness here and a need to ground yourself. I'm seeing that here too. And of course we have a younger person, so they see you as being a bit immature maybe, and maybe stuck in some ways. Not really growing or not living up to your full potential, maybe career-wise, or maybe if this is a person that you're interested in, they're going to be interacting with you that way. They may be coming off as a little bit immature or ungrounded themselves. Your hopes and fears, you have the Two of Wands. So you're hoping that you have options in front of you, that you can choose a path. But this card itself is funny because while it does talk about being on the precipice of making a choice, it doesn't actually talk about the actual decision moving forward. I would expect to see like a Three of Wands there if we were actually making plans. But here, I'm seeing that you are hoping that you have the option to choose, that you could... I want your hopes and fears to be... I want your hopes to be greater than this. The Two of Wands is sort of talks about just contemplating. So you're hoping that you can contemplate your path maybe just a little bit longer. I mean, it seems like you've been contemplating something for a very long time. So it's almost as though you're hoping that you can just keep your options at this level. Whereas I kind of it would be nice if you're hoping more to make a decision as opposed to just contemplating a decision. You know, that would move you forward a bit more. Your outcome is the Three of Pentacles reversed. So, for whatever reason, I feel like your outcome is that you do not want to collaborate or work on a relationship. It seems like there's a lack of collaboration or wanting to even be part of, if you're involved in a love triangle or something. I don't see you like wanting to work with the other two people or wanting to be in that triangle. I also don't see you wanting to work on a relationship at all. There's a lack of like, maybe it's that you want to go off on your own and like do your own thing, but I just get the sense that there's, you know, not wanting to collaborate is what I'm getting, or not wanting to put in the effort into a relationship or even build on what it is that you already know. If that makes any sense. Let me take a look at your oracle card here. I just get the sense that it's almost like it's kind of a confusing reading, actually. Virgo. What is the overall spiritual message for Virgo for February? Overall spiritual message for Virgo. I'm getting, I want to keep my options open, is what I'm getting. You want to keep your options open. That's sort of the... Okay, the card that just popped out is the Mirror. Know thyself, self-examination, seeing who you really are. You guys see that? Beautiful card. I haven't gotten this card in a long time. It's very nice to actually see this card come up right now. Pleasantly surprised. Let me read you the divine message behind this oracle card. It is time to gently yet firmly see the truth about who you are, Virgo, and to understand that who you are is not ugly or lacking, but a truthful, beautiful, wonder-laden voyage into the soul. It is time to be shown what the eye cannot always see, but what the spirit has sensed. This may come through observations, loving words from friends who are truly able to see you, from a stranger who notices something that... Sorry about that. From a stranger who notices something that too many overlook. Or it can come in a moment when you glimpse who you have become. Dreams, visions, and flashes of intuition are also the mirrors that work with us at this time. Mirrors and who you appear to be will be coming up for you. Be sure to embrace the mirror and the magical mermaid's tool as an ally, and wonders and healing will unfold. I very much feel that this message is divinely coming to you. I see it so strongly. I'll read you the extended message, Virgo. You see this beautiful card? She's looking at her own reflection. It's almost like there's a waterfall here as well. Water is a great mirror, and the darker it is, the clearer the reflections of the world around it will be. And so it is with life. The clear mirror we can look into will show us who we appear to be. But the dark mirror, metaphorically, is when life, or the sea, or our feelings become darker, more complex, sad, thoughtful, deep and at times very painful. But it is at these times that we can see who we truly are. For under duress, our true character can be observed. And sometimes we do not always like the truth of what we see in this dark mirror. But the mermaid can help us with this, as she holds up a mirror, but a magical one, that not only shows us our appearance, it shows all of ourselves, our sweetness, our hurts, and our scars. In it, we may see what is hidden to the eye of the body, but known to the eyes of the soul. In dreams, these mirrors may appear, and in emotional times when we realize that we are still hurting or have wounds we have sought to cover up. There is no need to cover up or camouflage in this beautiful mirror, nor is it right to judge the scars and woundings, or the beauty and the glory. They simply are, and by seeing clearly, especially in the dark mirror of the great Mother Ocean, we can see who we are. While we swim in clear waters, we can see the light and the positive, but when we swim in dark waters, we can truthfully see so much of who we are, and make changes, adaptations, or come to accept the truth of who we are. Without seeking to adjust, we come to self-love, self-knowledge, and self-healing. I feel that you are going to be taking a deep look inside yourself in February and perhaps getting a glimpse of who you are at your deepest level. Who is it that you have become emotionally? And what is it that you need to heal within yourself first? I feel that February is very much going to be about you, Virgo. Who are you? Who do you see when you look into the mirror? What are those parts of yourself that you need to integrate into your soul body? I think I've been saying this throughout all my readings, that self-love is going to trump any kind of romantic or Hallmark love that we've been sold. I think it's time that you do take a look in the mirror, look at yourself, look at who is it that you've become. Do you like what you see? What are some things that you want to change? How can you become this emotionally loving, mature person when you're confused? I see that you're confused. I see that there are things that maybe you don't want to look at. But if you don't take that time to ask those questions of yourself, it's going to be important for you to do that in February. All right, Virgos, I hope you've enjoyed this reading. It's been a little bit somber, but I'd say more introspective. I'm feeling you're going to be a little, it's good to be introspective. It's good to take a step back and sort of recalibrate ourselves. So drop me a line, let me know what you guys thought. I did go over time a little bit here, but I think it was worth it. I'll see you guys for the mid-February forecasts, the general readings. So take care. Bye-bye.